In our last video, we talked about how to do the Angel Burner base using a Vigilant to confidently take on the 4 Dramiels and complete the mission in about 5 minutes. We're continuing our series, and in this video, we're going to talk about the Blood Raider base so you know how to take on this challenging mission. EVE Online is too big to explore alone. Let's explore it together. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Lynn Rankin. I've spent a long time in New Eden, and I'm here to share what I've learned and continue to learn in this amazing game we call EVE. Let's talk about the Blood Raider base. This is the first of 2 burner bases that veteran burner runners are iffy about. Some, like me, do them. Others skip them because it takes just a hair too long to do with a hint of tedium, but nowhere near as long or as tedious as the Blood Raider base. We're going to start with the fit so you know what we'll be running with. Then we'll get into the skills that you need because this particular burner is very skill intensive. We are running an autocannon fit Vagabond with a tractor beam in the highs. In our mids, we have a Pith X type large shield booster, a Republic Fleet large cap battery, and 2 Tech 2 multispectral shield hardeners. The Pith X type is not going to help us when it comes to neut pressure. It is simply the best tank for the job, and it is going to do very well for us. We'll compensate for the capacitor draw elsewhere in the fit. The reason why we have multispectral shield hardeners instead of specifically tanking normal Blood Raider damage is because this sight does omni damage, meaning it does every damage type in the game to you. So we want to balance our resistances. The omni damage is strong in the beginning, but then settles to EM and thermal once we're on the final enemy in the site. The Vagabond is our choice here because it naturally has high EM and thermal resistances, which is going to help us here. In the lows, we have a very simple setup with 2 Tech 2 gyro stabilizers, 2 tracking enhancers, and a capacitor flux coil. And in our rigs, we have 2 Tech 2 capacitor rigs. For ammo, we have Hail and Republic Fleet Phase Plasma. We'll get into what to use and when once we start the mission. For implants, you want to use the implants we talked about in the burner agent video when taking on the Blood Raider frigate. In that video, you could choose one or the other of the 2 implants, either the EO605 or the EM805 capacitor implants. For the Blood Raider base, you want both. It's just going to make things all the more comfortable and a breeze to handle. Overall, you're looking at 650 million is to run Blood Raider bases. This fit is from Hateless. I take no credit for this fit and spreading the word of this man's legacy. It is simply the best fit for the job. Skills are definitely going to need an upgrade for this burner base. Here are the skills you will need. Mimitar Cruiser level 5, Heavy Assault Cruiser to level 4 at minimum, level 5 preferred, CPU management and power grid management to level 5. At this point in your journey, you should also have weapon upgrades to level 5 and advanced weapon upgrades to level 4. You will need capacitor management level 5 and capacitor systems operation to level 5. You will need shield compensation, shield management, and shield operation to level 5. For our weapons, we will need level 5 medium projectile turrets and medium autocannon specialization to level 4. We will also need our gunnery support skills: gunnery, rapid firing, surgical strike, motion projection, sharpshooter, and trajectory analysis to level 5. This is a fairly skill-heavy fit to run, but these are going to help you across multiple areas of EVE Online, so they're worth training it at some point. Now we're going into the site. Make sure to load Republic Fleet Phase Plasma before we go in. Once we are inside, we want to immediately start moving in some random direction to build up some transversal velocity to tank the initial hits. And we also want to turn on our tank as well. The Sentinels are going to move in hard and fast, and we're going to start working them down. We are going to get neuted, tracking disrupted, and webbed, but overall, things should be manageable. The Vagabond with the autocannons and the fit we have is not going to be impacted much by the tracking disruption here. If your skills are not quite up to par, there may come a time when you need to turn off your shield booster to recover some cap. You only want to leave it off for a beat or 2. Any longer, and it becomes too expensive of a maneuver to pull off. With the skills and implants described earlier, you should be easily able to tank the neut pressure with this mission. Once the Sentinels are down, you will need to then switch your ammo to Hail and start approaching the Ashimmu. As we're taking out the Ashimmu, this is when the tractor beam comes in handy. Because we don't have any propulsion modules on us, it can be a hassle to collect the loot from this site. The tractor beam augments us and allows us to loot either as we are going or at the end of the site. Once we take out the Ashimmu, congratulations, the site is complete. While the overall payout is the same as other burner bases, it took us about 7 minutes to complete this site, and the rewards and drops are rather lackluster. The Ashimmu drops neural network sleeper loot, anti-cathera elements, and morphite always ranging in quantity from 0 up to 6. It has a very low chance of faction drops, and as far as I can tell, no BPC drop chances. This is particularly why people don't run the Blood Raider base. The extra loot chance is very disappointing compared to the Angel and Serpentis bases. Personally, I still run this because I have the equipment and it only takes a hair longer than the Angel base, so overall my IS per hour isn't bad, it just sucks that I don't get any faction drops that are worth it. When it comes to burner bases, the mission is in the iffy category for burner missions. You can do them if you want. The drops are not great, BPCs almost never drop, but as far as time to clear and IS per hour, it's not bad. This is in comparison to the Angel base and the Serpentis base, which I recommend running always. We covered the Angel base last time, and we'll be covering the Serpentis base next in a combination video with the Garista's base, because that one is just not worth running and it's not worth a separate video. And that will conclude our burner series. Subscribe so you don't miss our guide on how to do the Serpentis base, easily my favorite base to run. YouTube thinks you'd like this video on screen now. Was it right? Give it a watch and find out. Be sure to like, subscribe, and use my creator codes to show your support for the channel. Thank you to our amazing YouTube and Patreon members. Welcome to our newest members, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.